Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Hope you all had a great weekend. Before getting into this video, if you are a new viewer to this YouTube channel, and look, it really is much appreciated and it really does show your support for the content as well. It really does help out the channel in terms of growing and gets weird about the content. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button if you're a new viewer and haven't done so already. And also make sure you like this video. Click the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you like the video. But this is going to be my finals week 2 review and play ratings for the NZWarriors versus Newcastle Knights clash, which was played at Go Media, Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand, last Saturday night in front of a sold-out 26,000 crowd. Man, boy, what an atmosphere it looked on the TV, and I'm sure those who went to the game would have felt that atmosphere as well. And yeah, look, before getting into my review, I just want to give a bit of a quick reminder for the viewers that tonight on the YouTube channel, I've got a massive collab with a few content creators, Warriors content creators. It's going to be a big one, and it's with the special guest in the Wars Up podcast, the Warrior Holic, Ash Thomas, and Hold the Ball. And we're going to be giving our thoughts on the game on the weekend against the Newcastle Knights. We're going to have a little bit of a review, as well. Talk about our standout players and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, also we're going to discuss, the game this week against the Broncos as well. We're going to look ahead to the Broncos game. So make sure you tune in for that one on my YouTube channel here at Warriors NRL Fanatics. It will be on at 7:30 Queensland, New South Wales time, live, and it will be 9:30 p.m. for viewers in New Zealand. So make sure you tune in for that one. Looking forward to doing a collab with all the Warriors content creators, and shout out to those guys, which is going to be a good one. But make sure you tune in for that. But getting back into my review now and my player ratings for the game. Look, the way the Warriors started this game, man. Sean Johnson and Wade Egan combining there. With Chance Nickel-Klukstad, CNK, the fullback, beating Bradman Best there to go over the score. And boy, the Warriors lead 4 points to 0, 3 minutes into this game. The crowd went nuts as soon as that try was scored. And, you felt like if the Warriors can get off to a good start, man, the Knights are going to be, finding it tough to hang in there. But look, the 7th minute, a try there to AFB, Adam Fanua-Blake, and Warriors extend their lead out to 10 points to 0. Man, Knights, it was looking a bit worrying to start this one off. And then the 12th minute, Marcelo Montoya goes over and it's 16 points to 0. But look, the opening 20 minutes for me showed that the Warriors just had no nerves whatsoever, and just having that start really does kill any sort of, bit of doubt and nerves going into, this sort of game. But, man, the Warriors handled it very well. I thought we'd handle it very well. And, there's always a bit of a worrying concern that goes into your mind whether they could handle the, the pressure and expectation being in front of a crowd of that magnitude, being in a pressure cooker and a must-win game to go through to the next week of the finals. And the Warriors didn't show that early on. And look, the Knights, really were starved of position. They had no position to open this game, man. And it came in the 25th minute where the Knights finally got some, good position on the Warriors line. And, it was a try to Greg Margie there. Look, Warriors defensively, man. It was the defence that showed, why we were a top 4 team at the start of the season. And look, defensively over the past couple of weeks, we have been leaking a lot of points. But the way we started this game, not only in attack, we were slick and looking great, but defensively, I was so impressed with it, with what we did. But yeah, Greg Margie, he got the try there for the Knights to get themselves finally on the board, something that they can finally build on. And 16 points to 4. And then at half-time, 16-4, man, the Knights had a few opportunities. They probably could have scored a few more points going to the break, and the scoreline could have been a lot closer, because it felt like the Warriors, maybe at their back end of that half had a few, mistakes there. But overall, the Warriors defended their mistakes, and that's why they got this lead going into the break at 16-4. But if you're the Newcastle Knights, you'll be feeling like, look, 16-4 is not too bad. We could have easily been down by a lot more at half time. And the Warriors would have looked like they deserved to lead that game at half time. And, I just felt like we were in control. But, overall, I was very happy with that first half. Man, I just couldn't have faulted what the boys were doing, in that whole entire first half especially. But the second half, the Knights really need to come out, obviously and score first and, make sure the Warriors don't score first, because if the Warriors scored first, the game was pretty much over. But the Knights did get a try in that 42nd minute there to Dylan Lucas. Now, I thought this was a forward pass. You may disagree with me. There may be Warriors fans agree or disagree with me. Knights fans would definitely disagree with me on that one, but I felt that was a forward pass personally. And fortunately for them, the bunker said it was okay. The bunker didn't think it was forward. So 16 points to 10. The Knights, get themselves back in this game. And it was more interesting to see how the Warriors responded. And look, they responded very well. 46th minute there, tried to Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker has been their most underrated signing this year, in my opinion. A lot of people weren't too high on the signing. I was very happy with him coming to the club. Utility-wise, he's done the job this year. He's played pretty much everywhere. 5'8". He's played in the forwards. He's come off the bench. But Dylan Walker scores a very important try for the Warriors here to get us the lead out to 20 points to 10. And Adam Pompey doesn't make any mistake with a kick. He converts the try to make it 22 points to 10. And in the 59th minute here, and boy, Rocco Berry, man, what a try. Sheer power and strength. It didn't look like he was going to get that down, but he did. 28 points to 10 with 20 minutes remaining. For me, that was probably the telling moment of this game. It was a key moment for sure to get the Warriors, this lead out to even more of a margin. And, look, the Knights, from there on, they just, they look cooked, They look out on their feet. They didn't look like they were going to threaten the Warriors. The Warriors were completely dominant. But 63rd minute, I tried to Dylan Martinez-Lesniak there, and I just pretty much said, that's it. That's the game. The Warriors are definitely going to go on and win this. And the Knights are definitely not coming back. And, look, try to Dylan pretty much wraps up the game. Bailey Serena did get a try to get us to the 40 points to 10 mark. And, overall, full-time siren went. The crowd went nuts. And the Warriors are into their first preliminary finals since 2011. People will remember that year very well, where we took on Melbourne and we went on to make the grand final. So, man, what a performance by the boys. Man, so proud of them. We could have easily folded under pressure, but we didn't. This team has shown this year that under the guidance of Andrew Webster, the mentality, week one finals loss to Penrith, that could have dented our confidence, but it didn't. It didn't dent our confidence whatsoever. So, and there's a lot of pressure being at a home semi-final with a do-or-die mentality that you had to take, and we were well in control. We were well in control of this game. We didn't look like we were phased by the moment. And you can see Sean Johnson, what a difference he has brought to this team, for the whole season. Having him back was just, so the key. It was such a key for the Warriors. But going over the try scorers now, so not 7 tries to the Wars here. We had scored 7, and AFB scored a try. Chance Nickel-Klugstad, Marcelo Montoya, Rocco Berry, and Dylan Martinez-Lesniak. Bailey Serena scored a try as well. So this game was potentially his last home game in Warriors colours in New Zealand. So there's been a lot of rumours going around about Bailey Serena leaving the club. So I'm not too sure how true that is. But, there's been confirmation. I think it was a confirmation somewhere that he was leaving. So if that's the way to go out, then it's a great way to go out for Bailey Serena to get a try in Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland in his final game in the Warriors colours in New Zealand. But, Adam Pompey, 6 out of 7 conversions. Knights had scored tries to Greg Marju and Dylan Lucas. 1 out of 2 conversions for Kalen Ponga. Now, just going over the game stats now, and then I'll go through the standout players and some of the stats that I picked out from the players that, for me, were the players that really stood out in the game. But game stats, possession-wise there, so 56% Warriors, Knights 44%. Time and possession to the Warriors there, 31 minutes and 51 seconds. Knights 24 minutes and 35 seconds. Completion rates, Warriors 82%, Knights 78%. The Warriors had 221 runs, all runs there, and Knights 174. All running meters 2,070 to the Warriors, and the Knights 1,446. Post-contact meters, so we had 738 to the Warriors, Knights 504. Line breaks, Warriors 7, Knights 2. Tackle breaks, 47 to the Wars there, and the Knights 26. Kick return meters, 226 to the Warriors, Knights 195. Offloads, Warriors 4, Knights 6. Tackles made, 335 to the Warriors, Knights 409. Missed tackles, much better from the Warriors. Really a lot better than what we've seen over the past couple of weeks, man. Defensively, man, this was a great showing from the team, especially when you consider where we finished in terms of our stats defensively this year, third best in the comp, and yeah, we definitely showed it. But 26 missed tackles for the Wars, 47 to the Knights. Man, Knights, way too many missed tackles for them, and that's why they got blown out. Why the scoreline blew out in the end. But errors there: Knights 9, Warriors 10. So now I'm going to look into some individual players that I thought stood out, and yeah, some of these stats. So Rocco Berry in the centres there, he had 1 try, 11 all runs, 106 all running meters, 43 post contact, 1 line break assist, 3 tackle breaks, and 17 tackles made. Chance Klukstad, the fullback, 32 all runs, all running meters of 297. Man, he ran for over 300 metres. That's impressive. In a finals match in itself. In a big game. In front of the home fans. And Chance Klukstad, man, he stood up. He stood up and put on a big, big performance. Kick return metres, so 78 metres there. Post-contact metres, 101. 1 line break, 1 try assist, 8 tackle breaks and 1 try. Marcelo Montoya, he had 1 try, 20 all runs, 156 all running meters, 40 post contact, 1 line break, 5 tackle breaks. Adam Vanua-Blake also had 10 all runs for 117 all running meters, 50 post contact, 1 line break, and 16 tackles made. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, he had 14 all runs, 156 meters, 58 post contact meters. 2 line breaks and 1 try assist for 6 tackle breaks. Tohu Harris, man, boy, what a performance by the captain. 25 all runs, 228 all running meters, 61 post contact meters, 3 tackle breaks, 39 tackles made. Adam Pompey, he had 14 all runs for 143 all running meters, 52 post contact meters, 1 try assist and 13 tackles made. Now overall to the player ratings now. So these are the player ratings that I generally do with all my review videos. And yeah, I'll just give my overall thoughts on the player and yeah, give them a rating out of 10. So Chance Klukstad, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Chance Klukstad, man, just incredible performance. And yeah, look, he is... he's been a great signing for us this year, and it's been great to see him back in this Warriors jersey, especially. So, Chance Klukstad, man, he was on a mission. He was really on a mission against this Knights side, and definitely won the head-to-head over Kalen Ponga. He won it over him easily, in my opinion. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, for me, gets an 8 out of 10. Rocco Berry, God, I cannot rave on and on and on much more about Rocco Berry, man. I love Rocco Berry. Very young player. I know people like to criticise Rocco Berry. Some people don't want him in the team. Some people want him in the team. I've been a massive fan of Rocco Berry through the juniors and watching him through the under-20s. Had a tough year last year, but man, since being back in this first grade side over the past couple of months, he's ever improving. You know, he continues to show that improvement. And look, I feel like he will continue to show that improvement throughout the next couple weeks, or you know, throughout next year as well. And yeah, look, man, maybe putting his hand up for who knows for a starting spot in the next season, maybe in the off season. Yeah, for me, it's a 9. Adam Pompey, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Marcelo Montoya, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 here. Tamari Martin. Yeah, look, I feel like Tamari Martin's still finding his rhythm. You know, obviously coming back from that injury, you know, he hasn't had a lot of time to get back up to scratch. And look, you know, I feel like he'll find that, you know, he'll find that form. He'll find that form for sure. But overall for this game, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Sean Johnson, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Adam Fanua-Blake, I'm going to give him a 9. Wade Egan, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for the sneezing. Apologies there. Mitchell Barnett, I'm going to give him an 8. 8 out of 10. I thought it was great against his former side there. Led the way in the pack. Jackson Ford, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Marata Niokore. Now, Marata Niokore actually came off with a bit of an injury as well. And yeah, look, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give him a 5 here. But yeah, look, I thought he had a bit of a flax of a start in this game. But overall, yeah, I'll just give him a 5. Tohu Harris, the skipper, the captain himself. And look, this is the first time I'm going to do this, actually. I don't usually go very high in terms of ratings. But it gives me no option. I've got to give him a 10. A 10 for me for Tohu Harris. I think he deserves a 10 out of 10 for his performance in this game. And, man, he was just immense. Immense, for sure. So, 10 for me for Harris. So, the bench now, we've got Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Obviously, saw that try he scored coming off the bench. Proved very pivotal in getting the Warriors, you know, to a very good lead at back end of that second half. So he gets an 8. Bailey Sirenen actually gets an 8 from me. Man, good performance by Bailey Sirenen coming off the bench. And, yeah, also scoring that try as well. So 8 for me. Josh Curran gets a 7 out of 10. And Jazz Tavanga gets a... I'm going to give Jazz Tavanga a 6 out of 10 here. So, yeah, that's it. That's my player ratings and review. And like I said earlier on in this video, make sure you tune in tonight on the YouTube channel of Warriors NRL Fanatics, this channel here. Joining me and a few other Warriors content creators in Hold the Ball, the Warriorholic, Waz Up Podcast, and Ash Thomas as well is joining me. 7:30 Australia time, 7:30 Queensland, New South Wales time. So that'll be 9:30 for viewers in New Zealand. So tune in for that one. It's going to be a massive collab with all those fellow content creators. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. And yeah, keen to hear their thoughts and opinions. You know, they've got great opinions. So looking forward to having them on this channel. But guys, make sure you please like this video, click the thumbs up on the video, share this video around, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's all really much appreciated. It helps out the channel as well. And yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all tonight.